What's up, Internet? Welcome back to Citizen Sleeper 2 Starward Vector. In the last episode, we've basically beat the game. We got all the way through Lane's main story, and now we have a lot of objectives that we still have yet to clean up. So we're in the end game. We actually have a lot of stuff to still do on Darkside. So we have to clear out Utsubo, we have to finish the reboot, and which we may or may not do right away, and then there's also a contract here at Darkside, and then we'll probably do one last lap around all of the different planets and space stations, just so that way we can kind of finish up all of our different asks, right? All of the different things that we've been asked to do. We probably don't have to go everywhere. I don't think we'll have to go to Holmes Rock. I would love to start with Scatter Yards. That'll probably be where we go, and we'll do a little loop. End in Oliveira, and then come our way back. So, let us... well, we're at the end of a day, so we're definitely going to want to stop the day for today. Now, the question is, maybe we just try to ride out as much of the glitch as possible, because the number one thing we want to do right now is clear out the safe house. So let's just at least start a new day. And then what do we want to scavenge for? We want to scavenge for supplies for sure. So let's end the cycle. So many different resources and materials here. Okay, we're back up on supplies. Now let's scavenge for fuel. Okay, so we got 2 glitches, which is fine. Let's see if this helps us do anything. Nope. Ooh, no location discovered though somehow. Okay, we lost energy. That's okay. Let's use our big numbers. Okay, good to know, because the most we can get then at a time is 2 with a positive result. What is our new location? It said new location discovered. I don't know where that is. Huh, okay. Usually glows a little yellow or something like that. All right. Let us... Can we use the 1 on anything? Not anything that's going to be really worth our time. So maybe we end the cycle again. Let's just get rid of some of this glitch. Oh, all right. So the clock is over. Junie knocks gently on the frame of the berth's doorway. Sleeper, can I show you something? There's an excitement in her eyes that makes it impossible to say no. Junie talks most of the way down into the HabPep facility, which is no short journey. She explains the scale of the data hidden within the station's mainframe, but also the issues with extracting it. When the HabPep was first expanded, when it became Darkside after the collapse, no one gave much thought to preserving the existing network architecture. She guides you through the substructure, picking a route through the maze of shuttered passages. They parasited their tech directly into the existing system. So now, thousands of cycles later, the 2 networks are totally enmeshed, dependent on each other. Junie takes a series of sudden turns, and you realize this is a very familiar route to her now. Messing with the Solheim network means messing with the systems that keep the city going. She leads you down a long corridor, one that you recognize as leading directly to the core. Let her explain. This meshing is not a good thing. She shakes her head. It makes Darkside brittle, fragile even. This place is on more of a knife's edge than anyone would believe. You look around. Certainly, the underside you are now traveling through looks cycles away from collapse. But all the data we've been extracting, that I've been archiving, Junie continues, it could help us here. It could help us clean up the HabPep systems, and we could turn this place into an archive, so that others could come to learn more about the ruins Solheim left us. What's in all this data? Anything you can imagine. Everything from corporate message records to blueprints and maps. She shakes her head. It's too much for me to process or understand, but thanks to our visit to the bunker, I have a plan, and something that will help me. You arrive at the doors to the mainframe, and Junie suddenly stops. I spoke to Bliss. They told me... She pauses. I'm sorry, Sleeper. I know you have a lot to deal with right now. Don't worry. Junie smiles weakly. I'll do my best. Junie hits a button and the doors hiss open. You both glide into the mainframe, its columns studded with the blinking lights of active traffic. I got the idea from you, actually. Well, from you and Overseer. Junie glides over to the mainframe. You look at the mainframe and you now see that it's surrounded by new terminals and wiring, some kind of external access network Junie has set up. I've had to beg, borrow, and steal to get this going, but now we have safe access into the network. It's low risk. She moves over to one of the terminals. It's not quite finished, though. You recall the last time you were here, Lane, Overseer. The spear of white light is then nothing. You wonder where Overseer is now, if they're anywhere at all. You remember how it felt, being dissolved into the network, the vertiginous possibility of life without a body. Something flickers through the lights, a shimmer of movement, like a fish beneath water. Sleeper? Junie breaks her train of thought. Are you listening? I was saying I need more data to finish preparing, she shrugs. I know. We've already extracted so much, but there's often so little of it that's usable among the bit rot and corruption. Where from? Helion Gate is the place to get data. Apart from here, it's the biggest pre-collapse facility in the belt, and its hostile conditions means a lot of it is untouched. If it's too much before your reboot, I get it. I just want to do something with everything we've managed to grab from the bunker and the wrecks. We've pulled it from the dark. Let's expose it to the light. Junie turns back to face you. Well, this is what I wanted to show you. She looks away. It's very impressive. It will be when it's finished, she smiles. Thank you. Junie turns back to the terminal, and before long, she's fully engrossed. You imagine she barely even remembers you're here. You leave Junie to her preparation and start your ascent to the streets of Darkside. Thoughts of Overseer flickering in the back of your mind. New drive available, huh? Okay. Alright, well, we're back to this Habpet facility. Oh, there we go. Ooh, Junie needs one batch of Solheim data to complete her work on the mainframe and lay the foundation. Oh, shit, I could have kept... Yeah, I should really avoid selling anything. I think that's the vibe, right? And Bliss is preparing a reboot. So we got 4 days until that's possible. But again, I don't know if I want to do that right away. Okay, so we're going to want to get 2 more Solheim data, which isn't impossible. Let's hope for a positive result here. Let's see. Nope. We're starving, but that's okay. Nice. Let's eat. Oh, we did get full fuel, too. That's great. Nice. Let's see. Can I use the one? It's not so risky where it's a problem. Nice. Excellent. So maybe one more day of this. Let's change our task to cryo because we have everything else filled up, and let's end our cycle. Again, I think that this part of the game now will go very fast. I'm not trying to, other than dialogue, I'm not trying to beat up this stuff. You feel it the moment you wake, a flicker at the edge of your perception, a sensation beyond your body, a blinking, a tugging, and then numbness as something shuts off within you. The panic is instant, the feeling of something not being right within you spiking your fear, but no pain comes. You feel no further shifts, and as time stretches out, you settle again. You calm yourself. You know immediately this is what Bliss was referring to. Your frame's decline, the one the reboot should reverse. You flex a little, feel your body, try to ground yourself in it. It will not collapse this cycle, but something has changed. This is how it will be until the reboot. You hope you have long enough to finish what you must. You begin the cycle slowly, holding the pieces of yourself together. You try not to let your thoughts wander to darker things, and fix your eyes on the tasks ahead. The belt drifts past the window, following a flow of its own, expanding, collapsing, shifting in its own way. People say it's drifting away, getting further from Helion's star, that one day it will drift out of the system altogether, into interstellar space. You find a strange solace in that. Somehow, knowing that entropy is the way of the universe makes your own decline palatable, at least for a little longer. What was that? No, we have a glitch. No, we did so well to get rid of it. Fuck. Maybe until we have a reboot. So reboot might have to happen early. Oh, we did so well to get rid of that too. All right, that's it. You watch as the last stack of crates is guided up and out of the cavernous Utsubo safe house. You doubt it will be long before this space is filled. Darkside will not tolerate a vacuum for long. This city takes every opportunity. Its inhabitants build in every crack and crevice. As Utsubo's spaces are cleared, they will be occupied. The gang's legacy will be buried under factories, kitchens, markets, and housing. But the people will remember the cold and desperate grip they once held on this place, even if the city does not. Come to gloat? The voice takes you by surprise, and you turn to see Oren, floating in the shadows, arms folded. He drifts forward into the pool of yellow light. You overthrew a tyrant. You should be pleased with yourself. His tone is flat, and you are unsure how to read his statement. It wasn't just me. I suppose, Oren eyes you, but from what I heard, you burnt those pale eyes out of his skull. He smiles a thin smile. I imagine it was quite the sight. You don't recall the moment of Lane's death. In fact, the abstract nature of that moment, almost dreamlike, means you had almost forgotten. You tense a little as his scream comes back to you, a screech of white noise bathed in white light. Oren is still watching you. He almost would have respected you for actually doing it. Oren inspects his knuckles. If he could have respected a creature like you. What do you want? Oren grins, just to satisfy my curiosity. I came here to clear out the old disease, just like you. Oren gestures to the space. Utsubo had to go, and I came here to be a part of that process. You can't burn everyone you don't like out of this place, I'm afraid. Oren folds his arms. This is our home, whether you like it or not. I didn't like Lane. It's hard to imagine anyone did. He saw Darkseid for the opportunity it was and woke Utsubo from its slumber. He turned a gang into an administration, a city into a machine. He was too erratic for my taste, perhaps, but he held the place, shaped it into something. I see that you have no intention of doing the same. So what will happen now? Oren meets your eye. You have created a space that must be filled. Will you take responsibility for that at least? Are you saying it should be you? The question is, will you say otherwise? Oren glares at you. I've been here longer than you, longer than Lane. This is my city. I'm not asking for your permission. I just wanted to get a measure of the sleeper that put down Lane. Oren shakes his head. But I could see now you're just a machine. In the end, I should thank you. The city was done with Lane. Oren gives you a nod. And I will be honest enough to admit that you did what I didn't. But never forget that you're an outsider here, and Darkseid hates outsiders. Before you can respond, Oren kicks off and glides up towards the upper levels of the safe house, leaving you alone in the empty space. Though you do not put weight to his words, they still sting. Perhaps you think there is something to them. Who are you to decide the future of a city when your own future is falling apart each cycle? Is your decline a spiral that can trap others in its wake, or a necessary transition? The crisis before a new shape emerges. You hug your arms close to your side, suddenly cold in the stripped bare safe house, and ascend once more. Minor drive complete. And now we have 4 upgrade points, so we could actually upgrade some of our skill. I think actually I might upgrade our engage skill. Or no, not engage. Interface? Which is the one that's uniquely ours? It's interface, right? I think we maybe do that. That or intuit. Which is the one? Maybe we hold off. Because we could upgrade this kind of any time, really. As long as we're not on a contract, right? Now, let's use the rest of our roles. I'm a little worried about leaving or going on a contract for the glitch purposes. So I could work there. That's fine. I could get a meal. I have full resources, and that's just the rig. Okay, cool. So let's work. It's 14 cryo. I could probably make it with a 4. Okay, we lost some energy. That's okay. And you know what? Why not? Let's just try. Okay, cool. So we made money. We will now eat. And what do we want to do now? So, we have a couple days until our time is up anyway. We honestly might as well do this contract. Okay, so cadet has to be on. So that's this one and this one. It just gives us, if we could do endure, that allows us to do, we'll have doubled up skills, but that's fine. Maybe we just use our skill points on a skill that's not being covered by these two. So we have the engineering skill, the endure, the engage. Yeah, so interface may be the right call here. Intuit or interface. I feel like Intuit actually is better. I feel like I've seen more stuff with Intuit. Cool, we got double up, so we could go up to 2 more, which is great. So we're gonna call that our goal. Let's head out to... Let's do it. As the rig drew closer to Hexport, oh my god, look at this garbage. The crew became silent. Now staring at what is left of what was once a thriving station, you feel empty. The full extent of the damage is impossible to ignore. Grim. Seraphin shakes his head. It doesn't feel like we were here that long ago. He sighs. And now, this is what's left. We were here about 4 months ago. I think we're at like 127 cycles or something like that. So it's been about 4 months. You look at the clouds of scattered debris, the layers of the station torn open to the void. It's a reminder of how close the war and the unseen atrocities of the inner system are to the shifting into the belt. I don't like digging around in a place like this. Seraphin turns to you. Let's be quick about it. Agreed, we'll be fast. Seraphin nods. I'm here if you need me. You head to the airlock to suit up and get ready. You ready for this? Cadet catches up with you in the passageway. This place is already giving me the creeps. I'm ready. Cadet nods. If there are answers to be found, we'll find them. Not a big fan of digging through graves. Eugene is already getting prepared, but someone has to answer for all this. Cadet takes a suit from the locker. Seraphin says the radiation is lower than expected, but it's still too high for prolonged exposure. The suits should keep most of it off us, but we can't take long out there. The stress on the suits and the rig? She sighs. We'll be forced to leave in 3 cycles. Okay, good to know. Cadet grabs a helmet. Not a moment more. You get ready, too, your mind filled with memories of Hexport. You hope they'll help you navigate this shattered ruin, but looking at what's left, you doubt it. So three cycles is what we got. Totally fine with me. Forensic search, huh? Oh, I'm glad we upped into it. Okay, so now we could at least get this. Oh, wonderful. Okay. You don't have... Cadet isn't helpful here, really. That's not great, but at least we could hit a 3. We get a little bit of stress. That's okay. Maybe we could get through this. Okay, we're out of stress for a 1, but if this keeps going, we'll be in a good spot. Yeah, there's something hissing on the open comms channel. What is that? Hear that, Sleeper? Cadet stops among the debris just outside the ruined exchange. The search so far has been thankless, a grim slog through endless debris. You're glad of the break. You stop, floating in the dark, and listen. There's a hissing on the open comm channel, a hissing you've grown used to. Now that you listen to it again, though, you notice something else in the noise. There's something different to it now. A texture, a modulation of tone. Is that a voice? Cadet cuts in. Someone's speaking. Her eyes look wide through the faceplate of her suit. You listen carefully, and yes, perhaps there is a voice there, though it's quiet and distant. It could be a person speaking, or it could be some residual signal from an automated system, one that is slowly dying in this wasteland. You see Cadet moving around, testing the signal strength from different positions. It's coming from the direction of the docks. Her voice hisses through the comms, layering over the broadcast. A survivor? Cadet meets your eyes, both of you hoping this might be true. It's probably just a comms echo. Seraphin's voice cuts in over the comms. We can't go chasing ghosts, not with so little time left. The rig can't sit out here getting cooked by radiation, and neither can you. Seraphin's voice distorts and shifts. You should move to the epicenter where Factory Row used to be. That's where all this went down. Cadet looks at you, and you know she wants to chase the signal to the docks. She wants there to be someone there calling out to you. You look over towards the remains of Factory Row, the epicenter as Seraphin called it. It's now a cloud of debris and fragments of bays, a shadow of what it once was. For the first time in a long while, you think of Karsten. You look back at the remains of the docks, a few warning lights and systems still flickering away in the ruins. With not much time left here, you have a choice about where to focus your efforts. Ooh. Okay, so what stuff do I have the ability to do? The debris here is the most useful clue here, and searching through it might yield results. Ooh, but there's a lot to go for here. And then how about this one? Yeah, there's a lot of spaces we have to hit. That broadcast must have been a source. By tracing the hardware it used, it might be possible to locate. Oh, I see. So this one is actually the survivor. All right. Well, let's use Cadet. Okay, they're going to incur some stress. Eugene is very, very much not useful here, but we're going to try the two. All right, we'll take that. Hey, we're halfway there, and we're only in day 1, so maybe we could do it. Maybe we can do both. All right, so we're on rig. Let us end the cycle. We're each taking on a little bit of stress, but that's okay. Okay, we're fine. All right, so we have Cadet with the 6. That's excellent. Cool. Let's go with the 6 here. And this should get us to the edge. Wonderful. The debris tell the story of Hexport's demise. You only need to know how to listen. You float in the pieces of what was once Factory Row. There is little way to see what these pieces once were, scattered and scorched as they are. You cannot assemble them back into that place in your mind, and the longer you have searched here, the more that this broken place has weakened your memory of what it once, when it was whole. But you have managed to put something together here, part of the story of Hexport's final moments. That story is told in the blast marks on the exterior plates, the patterns of debris, the materials and makeup of the station's remains. Beyond that, one other thing is remarkable. There aren't any bodies. It seems that Hexport had some warning. The lack of docked ships, the lack of mass casualties. Though the explosion surely killed many, it all suggests a station that had time to react, at least evacuate in part. And then there's the blast, an explosion that the evidence points to as coming from the outside of the station. It's hard to tell, as so much secondary damage was caused by the debris and shrapnel, but the pattern is there if you look. Something catches your eye, and you look over to Cadet arriving alongside you, studying the same debris as you. Yeah, baby. Oh, and we lost some stress. Good. The pieces come together. A moment of warning and evacuation. Then an external attack. The first causes the second. You know the drone mind was here, being scraped for code and data, screaming for it to stop. And then something happened, something that its captors could not control. There was a crisis, rapid, panicked, and Hexport was killed for their crimes. It was a cover-up, wasn't it? Cadet has been watching you think through the evidence, and you see the flash of recognition in her eyes. They wanted to hide what had happened here, what they were doing. It had to be Senate stat. Who else would sacrifice the station to remain hidden? You could see the anger in her eyes. The theory is hard to refute. They brought the drone mind here to study, to scrape, to gain any advantage from, and when something went wrong, Hexport paid the price. The logic is cruel and cold, the kind that the vacuum of the Helion system allows. You find no comfort in knowing the truth. Ooh. That's the truth. Okay, and now, let's see what we could do here. So we have Eugene is able to get us a little bit further here. Wonderful. That's 3. That's already a significant push through that. I think I could deal with the 3 here. Cool. I wonder if I push. Oh, excellent. Okay, so let's go with a 5. Well, now it's a 6. These are good rolls. We'll take it. And Cadet can't really do much here. Eugene's 1 is not really helpful. We're very close here, though, so let's do one more day, and we should have it. Let's end the cycle. Oh, more cracked dice. Although I feel like we're not going to have too many more contracts, so I think we'll be okay. All right. So you have a 6, but I can't really use that. I'm actually better off using the 4s from Eugene. Okay, you encourage stress. That's okay. All right. The hissing on the open's comms channel again. Could the survivor be close? Urgent. The broadcast echoes through your comms. Retrieval required. Conway network agents, please respond. You float beside Cadet, the two of you shocked to silence by the sight in front of you. Both of you have traced the ghost signal deep in the docks, all the time wondering if it might be the voice of a survivor, but you'd not prepared yourself for this. In the corner of the docks, there's a nest of machines, a gathering of drones and motorized sleds, crane systems and docking clamps, a nest for the drone mind. Stop, please. The voice shimmers with its distortion, relayed on the same carrier signal as the ghost broadcast. We wish to be recovered. You don't know the mechanics of what you're looking at, but you understand it. The drone mind fled here, but how? You exchange a look with Cadet, and she seems unsure of what to do. You switch your comms channel to the broadcast signal. We won't hurt you. Recovery requested. The drone's mind's voice trembles with glitches. Confirm Conway extraction's role and identity. You wonder what this mind knows. Is it just an interface designed to speak between humans and drones with the recognizable cadence of intelligent speech? Or is it a thinking machine? You hear a click as Cadet switches to a private channel. This thing is a weapon. Her voice is flat, unemotional. We should be careful what we say here. Confirm Conway extraction's role and identity. The drone mind intones. Please. Lie to the drone. We aren't Conway. There's a pause. You see Cadet tense. Please retreat. The nest shudders. Please retreat. Leave us here. Look. Cadet hisses through the private channel. It's hardwired to the station. You look where she's nodding and see a single, thick power cable snaking from an industrial wall outlet. The nest is clustered around the other end, huddling close to the fading power supply of the station like it's the dying embers of a fire. Urgent. The broadcast starts again. Retrieval required. Conway network agents, please respond. Cadet moves forward a little. I order you to deliver a report on your current status. This is a direct report from Conway Control. She turns back to you and shrugs. It's worth a shot. Confirmation impossible. Connection severed. The nest fades, then flickers back to life. Temporary bypass activated. Cognitive function minimal. Power supply minimal. Hardware suboptimal configuration. No drone units connected. I am alone. The shift between communication registered, between formal and human, is unsettling. Code center compromised. Data extracted by third party. Self-destruct disabled. Purge protocol disabled. Parts of the nest fall away, the power draining faster as the drone mind attempts to draw more from the station. Please, the drone mind asks nonsensically. Please stop. Did you destroy this station? Cadet moves close now, bearing down on the nest. It is little more than a pile of broken machines, cowering in a corner as the power fades. Self-destruct attempted. Process failed. Hardware purge attempted. Process failed. Self-preservation protocol activated. Propagated through the station network. Station failed. Central failure imminent. Please stop. The machine in the nest begins to go dark. Please stop. Please stop. Cadet turns back to face you. It didn't do this. She sighs. It tried, though. Tried to destroy itself and take the station with it. She turns back to look at the failing mind, hiding in machines it was not built to inhabit. It escaped into the network and ended up here. It's just a machine. And now it's dead. Cadet reaches over and rips the power cable from the wall, leaving it floating. The nest shuts off, the broadcast channel going silent. The bay goes dark. What was left of the drone mind, whatever protocol or data escaped into those machines and their network, it is gone now. There's no hardware left to hold it. This is why Hexport was destroyed. The drone mind got out, entered the network. Who knows what it might have done? Could it have taken apart the station itself, overloading every system, opening every airlock? Was its drive towards self-destruction that strong? Someone didn't wait to find out. Its escape sealed the station's fate. Come on. Cadet glides out of the room, leaving you among the dead machines. Ooh, meet the drone mind. We got another achievement. All right, I think that's this contract. We've done it. That is it. So I'm going to call the episode here, and then we will head back to Darkside on the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see future episodes. I'd say we probably have like maybe maximum like 3 more episodes, unless there's a huge other piece of this game that I'm not seeing, or there's a lot of post-game. I don't know, but I would assume that we're going to just pop around and have a couple more conversations and call it. But who knows? I don't know. This game might be bigger than I expect it to be. Regardless, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.